Good morning, students. Welcome to 11th standard physics class. Today's topic is on motion in a vertical circle. Mass m attached to one end of the massless and inextensible அதாவது நீளும் தன்மையற்ற string executes circular motion in a vertical plane with the other end of the string fixed. So the length of the string becomes the radius r vector of the circular path. Here r is a position vector. It makes an angle theta with vertically downward direction, and there are two forces acting on the masses. First one, gravitational force which acts downward. Second one, tension along the string. Okay, here applying Newton's second law on the mass. In the tangential direction, mg sin theta is equal to ma. Okay. Here t, in the radial direction, t minus mg cos theta is equal to ma radial direction. This along the string. From the picture, mg cos theta is radius direction. The r positional vector r places touching point. R is a radius. Okay. The circle can be divided into four sections A, B, C, D. AB, AD positive direction here. BC negative direction. Power. Power is defined as the rate of work done or energy delivered. So energy transferred. Power is equal to work done by time taken. So P is equal to W by T. Here P, power, unit watt. W means work done, unit joule. Here del E, energy transferred, joule. T is time, seconds. Third. Okay, average power. Average power is defined as the ratio of the total work done to the total time taken. P, average power is equal to total work done by total time taken. Power. Power is a scalar quantity. Its dimension is ml squared t power minus 3. The SI unit of power is watt. 1 watt is defined as the power when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second. So 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. The higher units are kilowatt, megawatt and gigawatt. 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt is equal to 10 power 3 watt. 1 megawatt is equal to 10 power 6 watt. 1 gigawatt is equal to 10 power 9 watt. Okay. We have a conversion for horsepower into watt. 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watt. Next topic is collisions. Collision is a common phenomenon that happens around us every now and then. Collisions can happen between two bodies with or without physical contact. Linear momentum is conserved in all collisions process. When two bodies collide, the mutual impulsive forces acting between them during the collision time. Here, this causes a change in momentum delta P1 and delta P2. So here both bodies are collision here. The first body and second body respectively. Now the relation would be written as delta P1. P1 is equal to F12 delta T. So 12 means mention that body. Object. Delta P2 is equal to F21 delta T. So here total momentum delta P1 plus delta P2 is equal to 0. So commonly delta into P1 plus P2. So it is a total momentum is equal to 0. So dividing both sides by delta T and taking limit. Next, types of collision. Some part of the initial kinetic energy is transferred to other forms of energy in collision. The collisions are classified to elastic collision and inelastic collision. So what is elastic collision? In a collision, the total initial kinetic energy of the bodies is equal to the total final kinetic energy of the bodies. after collision, inelastic collision. Kinetic energy is not conserved, but the total energy is conserved. This is because the total energy contains the kinetic energy. Term delta Q. Delta Q contain all loss of energy during collision. Energy is formed conserved another. Comparison between elastic and inelastic collisions. Elastic collision, total momentum is conserved, not changed. Total kinetic energy is conserved. Then force involved are conservative forces. Fourth one, mechanical energy is not dissipated, சிதவடையும் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லுவோம். Then inelastic collision, total momentum is conserved. Total kinetic energy is not conserved. Forces involved are non-conservative forces. Mechanical energy is dissipated into heat, light, sound, etc. Next topic, perfect inelastic collision. Let the two bodies with mass m1 and m2 move with initial velocities u1 and u2 respectively before the collision. After perfect inelastic collision, both the objects move together with common velocity v. So, m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 plus m2 into v. So, v is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2 by m1 plus m2. Next topic, coefficient of restriction. It is defined as the ratio of velocity of separation, the relative velocity, after collision to the velocity of approach before collision. What is the meaning? The coefficient of restriction is equal to velocity of separation by velocity of approach. The velocity of separation means after collision, velocity of approach means before collision. Okay, what is the meaning of this? Before collision velocityயும் after collision velocityயும் ரேஷியோவில் இருக்கும் அப்படின்றது. So v1 by v2 is equal to 1 minus e by 1 plus e. E means coefficient restriction of symbol. That's all. Next topic is elastic collision in one dimension. Here m1, m2 two masses. They are traveling in straight line. Before collision is equal to after collision. Before collision, initial velocity u1, u2. After collision, velocity v1, v2. Elastic collision in one dimension. Before collision is equal to after collision. Okay. Momentum of mass. The common formula P is equal to mv. Here m is equal to mass, v is equal to velocity. It is common for all. So here we are using two bodies, two objects. So initial momentum of mass 1, Pi initial momentum is equal to m1 u1. Initial momentum of mass 2, Pi is equal to m2 u2. Then final momentum of mass 1, momentum F is equal to m1 v1. Final momentum of mass 2, Pf is equal to m2 v2. So here before the collision is equal to after the collision. So momentum, initial momentum 1 plus initial momentum 2 is equal to final momentum 1 plus final momentum 2. Okay, m1 u1, substitute the values. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay, here so taking from m1 v1 this side, m1 u1 minus m2 v2. m1 v1 coming this side, so plus changed into minus value. So m1 u1 minus m2 m1 u1 minus m1 v1 is equal to m2 v2. This m2 u2 coming this side, minus m2 u2. Okay, so commonly we take m1 here. So m1 into u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 into v2 minus u2. This is first equation. Here total momentum of before collision is equal to total momentum of after collision. Energy for two masses. First kinetic energy for mass 1. So kinetic energy initial momentum is equal to half m1 u1 squared. Kinetic energy final of m1 v1 squared. So second one, kinetic energy of mass 2. Kinetic energy final 2 is equal to half m2 u2 squared. Final kinetic energy of mass 2 of m2 v2 squared. Here also initial kinetic energy is equal to final kinetic energy. So we substitute the formula of m1 u1 squared plus of m2 u2 squared. This is initial kinetic energy is equal to of m1 v1 squared plus of m2 v2 squared. This is final kinetic energy. Okay, the of is common for all, so cancelled. Then m1 u1 squared plus m2 u2 squared is equal to m1 v1 squared plus m2 v2 squared. This is m1 u1 squared minus, so the m1 v1 square coming this side, so minus m1 v1 square is equal to m2 u2 square. This is coming here, so minus m2 u2 square. So commonly we take m1 out, so m1 into u1 squared minus v1 squared is equal to m2 into v2 squared minus u2 squared. Using this formula, a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So this is a squared minus b squared formula type. So we use the formula a squared minus b squared. Okay. We can rewrite the above equation as m1 into u1 plus v1 into u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 into v2 plus u2 into v2 minus u2. This is second equation. This is a squared minus b squared formula type. Okay. Dividing the equation 2 by 1. So m1 into u1 plus v1 into u1 minus v1 by m1 into u1 minus v1. Here m2 into v2 plus u2 into v2 minus u2 by m2 into v2 minus u2. So m1 common, so cancelled. u1 minus v1 is common, this also cancelled. Here m2 common, cancelled. v2 minus u2 by v2 minus u2 cancelled. So remaining u1 plus v1 is equal to v2 plus u2. So v1 going that side, m2 coming this side. So you rearrange the equation, u1 minus u2 is equal to v2 minus v1. So u1 minus u2 is equal to this, taking common minus here. So v1 coming here, v1 minus v2. So minus into minus plus, so plus v2. Okay, rewrite the above equation for v1 and v2. v1 is equal to v2 plus u2 minus u1. v2 is equal to u1 plus v1 minus u2. To find the final velocities v1 and v2, v1 is equal to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2 into u2. This is v1 value. v2 is equal to 2m by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into u2. This is v2 value. Okay, case 1. When m1 is equal to m2, so mass 1 is equal to mass 2, na v1 is equal to u2, v2 is equal to u1. This is value for velocities. Case 2. When m1 is equal to m2, the mass is equal u2 is equal to 0. The initial velocity is equal to 0. Now v1 is equal to 0, v2 is equal to u1. Case 3. The first body, m1, is very much lighter than the second body. v1 is equal to minus u1. Case 4. The second body, m2 mass, is very much lighter than the first body. Now v1 is equal to u1. That's all. Students, today topic is over. Today's homework. Students, watch this video again and again and get ready to read well this question and answers. And then write the answers 3 times in your classwork note. After writing, send me the answer to my WhatsApp. Thank you, students. Wish you all success. God bless you.